Hello and welcome to Throttle Hobby. Today we're going to unbum ourselves and get rid of this tape holding up the window because we're a BMW driver and we don't need that. So we're going to do a window regulator. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So first step, this door has an airbag in it. We don't want to be punched in the face because we like our teeth and our dental plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the negative terminal off the battery, which I will show you guys how to do right now. So we're at the rear of the car. Battery's on the right hand side. You take the cover off, battery's right there. Spare battery's sitting there being a good boy. I'm going to take this off so we don't have the airbag eject in our faces, 10mm, and you just undo the negative terminal. We know the light comes out, we know we're in the shadow realm, and that means that the battery's disconnected. The airbag should not go off and punch us in the face. So let's get to the door. Alright, we have our plastic door removal panel tool. We have a Torx bit T20 on a small extension onto a small ratchet. And we have about 50,000 of these little door clamps, which we're going to need because plastic breaks. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our plastic tool and remove this trim panel. Tool. Like that. Put this off to the side. With this we have our first two bolts, which are also Torx T20s. We will be removing those as well. I'm going to remove these. I don't think I need to tell anyone how to remove a bolt, but just in case someone needs to know, like this. So let's remove these two. With our two T20 Torx removed, we're now going to move on to the window switch, which we will grab our little plastic tool and pry out from there. We need a thinner screwdriver. I shall return in a minute. With this small screwdriver, you can pry it over onto the side here and get this out, because behind this lovely electronic contraption is supposed to be another bolt. Now I say is supposed to because mine, from the previous owner or the previous person that pulled this door off already, has broken it completely. I know you can't see it, so now we're going to disconnect this electrical connector, which I believe is just grab the sides here, pinch and pull. There it is. We'll put this off to the side as well. Next, what we're going to have to do next, since that bolt is broken, normally you'd have to take it out, T20, we are going to jam our tool into the side of this door and work our way around. These are all just going to be plastic clips, and we're going to pop this off. Tool. There it is. We're just going to slowly work our way around the door. Once we get a little lip here, we can use our hands. One moment, I'm gonna have to use both hands for this.
Are you stupid or something?
Ah, never mind, we're stupid. Before we do that, we're gonna use our small screwdriver. We're gonna take off these two panels, right here and right here. And we're going to get two more bolts that are holding on this door. And then what I was doing prior will actually make sense and look professional. Or maybe I just won't even put it in the video. You'll never know.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Okay, so we've removed the two Torx and I just pulled on this door because this Torx was giving me a pain in the ass. I guess it wanted to be a T-57 main fucking battle tank or something. But anyway, door's off. So next thing, we're going to grab this wire, which was to the, Jesus Christ, brain, what the fuck are these, mirrors, the mirror control we're going to pull through. So that is now free. Now we're going to disconnect, yep, just like that, we're going to disconnect that one. And this one we're going to pinch the sides and disconnect too. So we can remove this door for easier access. We'll put this door off to the side. Also this popped out too. The way you put that back in I'll show you when we get the door, but for right now we're going to remove this. This right here is the thing that scares me. This is the airbag. So we got to remove these three 10mm bolts. Take this out and disconnect it. So let me get 10mm, we'll get that taken out. I know what some of you guys are thinking, like, Seabass, the tape, you can barely see it. Like, why even get a window regulator? Why put it in? Well, you know, there's a lot of adults that don't vaccinate their kids. It's whatever. But not to mention, I also don't want to be the guy who has to open his entire door at a drive-through because he doesn't want to get a window regulator. So that's another reason. So now, apart from all the BS I'm saying, we're going to remove this this airbag, I guess, so it doesn't blow up in our face, and also so we have more access to the regulator and the bolts. So 2 more 10mm, and we'll get that out. We're gonna put this off to the side, facing up like it usually is, and somewhere in a place where no one will kick it, so we have that C4 bomb off its side. Alright, so next what we're gonna do is we're going to, let's remove this giant connector, which I believe goes to window regulator, speaker, and some other pixie stuff. So let's remove that. 2 T20mm bolts. Next, after we get rid of this lovely Terminator socket sprocket, we're going to slowly and carefully remove the sound barrier here so we can get to the window. And we're also going to take off the tape of this window and probably drop the window down. So let's accomplish this goal right now. So we have hooked up the negative terminal on the battery because we don't have to worry about the lovely C4 they put in our door exploding in our face, because quite possibly that's my only money maker next to my butt. So now, as you can see, when I hit the up and down lever, window go down, or did go down, don't go up. You can hear the regulator moving, but something's definitely broken. So let's remove the rest of this soundproof barrier, put it over the window, and take out the window regulator. Alright, so the soundproofing has been removed. We've put it over there so we have better access to this. And so the window's down, we'll have to remove the window. So what we're going to do first is 10mm up here, 10mm down here, 10mm here, 10mm there for the motor, another 10mm there. That looks like 5 10mm, and whatever else needs to be done, which I will find out in a moment as I do this. So let's dissect this wonderful window crap regulator that decided to fail when I put my rims on. Nice. So I've got all the nuts off. Now, in this lovely cutout hole, and right here as you can see, we have to get rid of the 2 bolts that are holding on the window. One right there, 10mm. One right there, 10mm. We're gonna go grab a smaller ratchet than this and 10mm and get those out. And then we should be able to lift the window up, use the tape one last time, hold it up, and then take out this regulator and put the new one in. So let's get that started and done. Oh, it's actually an 8mm, so let's get these 2 bolts off and then lift the window up. Some nuts on the back side of this, some Transformers nuts here. the window is off these little hinges that hold it, we can now remove the window regulator. By pushing, scrolling down, tapping, removing the bolts, scrolling down, removing the bolts, and just slowly getting this thing out. So let's get it out and see what's broken on it. Also, before we continue, let's just remove this little motor connector, which will just grab something here and just flip this tab up and it should just slide right off. Okay, let's push the rest of this out. There's the one bolt I need. Put that down. Alright, so what was broken on these are the window holders. This one I pulled out of the door, so this one broke off. Lovely. And as you can see, this cord right here is supposed to be up against this, which helps you then bring the door up and down, but it gets stuck halfway through and then slides over, and that's why the window doesn't work until that cord comes back. And it's just a busted thing, so time to replace it, get a new one. At least now we know. See? Down, and it doesn't take the window down. And vice versa, which is it won't take the window back up either. So we're gonna put the new one in and put the window in and then test it. But we found out the problem. Broken hanger shaft. Very broken. Nice. A lot like our government. Alright, so we've hand tightened the motor, the new motor, down here. We're now going to slide the window in, put the two nuts and bolts together, slam the window in, and then we're going to test it, make sure it goes up and down. So let's get rid of this tape and drop the window down in its nice little pocket spaces. So, a little surprise, we have to remove this motor and put this motor in there. So once you remove the 3 bolts of the T30s here, you just twist this down, it pops out of the slides, and it should just lift off. And it totally does, but we have to also disconnect it from a bunch of these wires. So let's get that done and started and put this on the new window regulator. So we put a little white grease on the plastic cog, and now we're going to situate it in that hole, put it and twist and lock the T30 bolts in place. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. We shall see. Okay. This. How did this go? Let me figure this out real quick.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So we have removed the window regulator out of the door so we don't fuck anything up like the current administration does every single fucking day. And now we're gonna put the motor in there. Let's see if we can do this. Anyway, let me do this with 2 hands real quick, and then I'll show you guys how the motor looks in the holder. Alright, we've situated the motor. Let's tighten down these 3 T30 Torx and then put it in, put the window in, and see if it goes up and down. So if you guys ever need to have a bolt not fall out, grab a piece of cloth or something, put it in between there, and then it'll be stuck, so you can put it in wherever you need to. Now we're going to take this bolt, stick it in that hole, and lift up the window to that red marker right there. Put it through the hole, nut and bolt on both sides. We'll do that for both. Let's get it going.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Alright, well that took forever. The two nuts that we had, they have special channels that go in, and they both dropped. Luckily, Ben was here to retrieve them, so that's good. We got this up. It goes up and down perfectly. Now we're going to put everything back together